Before television dramatized it, some of us actually lived it. Before the scripts, before the actors, before the background music told you when to feel something, there was real street shit going on, real consequences, and real people who didn't get a second take. See, what you see on TV now, the slow motion shootouts, the perfectly timed escapes, the kingpins sitting at the top like chess masters, that's entertainment. But where I come from, nothing was scripted. There was no director yelling cut when things went left. There was no rewrite when somebody made the wrong decision. And there was definitely no guarantee you'd live to see tomorrow and tell your side of the story. Back then, you didn't have the luxury of learning from a mistake twice, because one mistake, one wrong move, one wrong conversation, one wrong person you trusted, that could cost you everything. And I'm not just talking about money, I'm talking about your freedom, your future, your life. The era I come from, it wasn't designed for survival. It was fast, it was ruthless, and it didn't care who you were. You had people chasing power, people chasing money, people chasing respect, but nobody was thinking about the cost until the bill came due, and it always came due. See, people love the idea of that life now. They see the highlights, the cars, the money, the reputation, but they don't see what came with it. They don't see the paranoia. They don't see the sleepless nights. They don't see what it feels like to look over your shoulder every single day. Because your enemies want you dead, and the police ain't trying to save you. They trying to take what you got. They don't see how fast everything can turn. One day you're on top, the next day you're a headline or a memory. And the truth is, most of the people who lived that life, they never made it out to explain it. Their stories ended before they ever got the chance to tell it. That's the difference. What you see today is a version of it, cleaned up, packaged, made digestible. But what we lived was raw, unfiltered, and permanent. There were no lessons wrapped in a neat ending, no voiceover explaining the moral of the story, just decisions and consequences. And if you survived long enough, you carried those consequences with you. That's something TV can't really capture, because it's not just about what happened, it's about what stays with you after. The things you saw, the things you did, the things you can't undo. That doesn't fade when the credits roll, that stays with you. So when I say, before television dramatized it, some of us actually lived it, I'm not speaking from imagination, I'm speaking from experience. From a time where the streets didn't reward you for being flashy, they tested you for being real. Tested you with bullets, with betrayal, with police pressure. You could be robbed, you could be set up, you could disappear and never be heard from again. And most people didn't pass that test. Now, I'm here to tell it, not to glorify it, not to impress you, but to give you something real, something honest, something that doesn't come with background music. Because the truth is, there's a story behind all of it, behind the headlines, behind the rumors, behind the image people think they understand. And most of that story has never been told until now. And everybody wants some.